What's going on, Tackle Warehouse fans? Jake here with another how-to video. So today we're going to show you how to rig a Neko rig. So there's tons of different names for it: Neko rig, Neko rig, nail rig, whatever you want to call it. Either way, it's awesome finesse type rig to catch a ton of fish. So typically you're going to want to be throwing this on about a 7-foot medium action rod, 6 to 10 pound fluorocarbon line, or running braid to a fluoro leader. What's also good about this rig is that you can fish it with just about any kind of soft plastic worm you got in your tackle box, so it's good with all types of worms. It's really good in high pressure situations when you're fishing behind other anglers, really good for clear water, and when you're just trying to get extra bites. This is a great way to catch a few extra fish. All right, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna tie your hook on. I'm using this Gamakatsu G Finesse Stinger hook. It's a really good hook for the Neko rig. I like it because it has that slick gray coating on it, and it's made out of the tournament grade wire, so it's a really thin wire for the strength of the hook, so you don't really lose many fish. It's also got that O'Shaughnessy bend. Just using a quick polymer knot on this. If you guys want more information on how to tie a polymer knot, we have a full video on it on our learning center, so you can check that out in there. Next step you want to do is get your worm ready. So you're going to put an O-ring on your worm. Now when you're doing a Neko rig, you're going to want to go about 1/3 of the way up the worm. You don't want to go all the way to the middle like how you would on a wacky rig. You want to have a little bit longer tail than you do on the head so that you have more action. All right, the next step you're going to do is insert a nail weight. This is an ARC tungsten nail weight. I really like the tungsten nail weights because they're a lot smaller and you can get a lot more weight into the worm in comparison to some of the lead weights out there. And you're just going to insert that down into the head. These ones have these really deep grooves on them too, so you don't have any problems with them flying out when you make a cast. So once you get the nail weight in there, then you're going to rig your worm up. Now you're just going to run your hook underneath the O-ring like how you would on a wacky rig, but you're going to want to go with the hook point pointed upwards, so away from the head of the worm. So when you do it that way, your hook point's pointed upwards, so you get a much better hookup ratio, and then as you're going through cover, the shank of the hook kind of acts as a weed guard, and you can go over brush and logs and things like that a little bit easier than you would with the hook point down. You're going to get snagged a lot easier. All right, now we're going to go over the few components that you're going to need, kind of some of the options you have. So I use the wacky ring, and this is an O-Wacky tool. Most people already have this in their boat. It's perfectly fine to use these. You can get all different types of rings and different sizes and colors and stuff to fit whatever size worm you're using. There's a bunch of different styles of these that we sell on the website. One of the other options we have are these small silicone tubes from like G7, and there's a few other companies who make them as well. So it's kind of a wider silicone tube, and the benefit of having these is your worm's not gonna get torn up as much. So there's a more surface area, so it's not gonna be like the ring, and whenever you hook a fish and you're fighting them, it's not gonna slice through and tear your worms up as easily, but you will have to get one of these little plier tools to install them. And once they're installed, this is what they look like. So you have a little wide ring on there, you put the hook right through and save a little bit more of your plastics. All right, for weights, we have tons of different weight options out there. We have straight style Neko weights like this. This is a VMC Neko weight. This is a lead weight. And then we also have, like VMC half moon weights. So the benefit of having these styles of weights that have the more lead on the outside, you can put more lead onto it or more weight onto it, so have a little bit heavier presentation. And then when you have that head on there, you're gonna be able to feel what your worm's ticking along on the bottom, so you're gonna get a little bit better sensitivity if you really wanna feel what your worms are going over. And then we also have options, we have the straights and the tungsten as well, so much more compact for the amount of weight that you're getting. And then from G7, we have the screw-on weights with the head on them as well, so it's almost like a wood screw. Screws right into your worm, they hold on there really well, and you get more sensitivity, even more sensitivity with the tungsten and the head exposed on there as well. All right, for hooks, all the companies make a great hook out there. VMC has their Neko hooks, and then they have a weedless model. Same thing with Trocar, they have a Finesse Neko hook, and they all come in weedless models as well. So, VMC, Trocar, Gamakatsu, Owner, all the major hook companies have a specific Neko hook on there, and they pretty much all come in a weedless model as well. So some have wire weed guards, some have monofilament weed guards, so just to help you get through brush and vegetation a little bit easier. All right, thanks for tuning in to watching this video on how to rig a Neko rig. If you learned something here today, make sure to give us a thumbs up. If you have any ideas or suggestions on videos you want to see in the future, make sure to put a comment below. And for more rigging videos like this, make sure to go to the Learning Center at tacklewarehouse.com.